Hi, and welcome back to a new episode of the greatest book club in the world, aka Book Club. Yay! And today, guys, we're on an extremely special episode, guys. Today, guys, on episode number 285. 285, guys, 285, guys, which means we are so close to the 300 special episode, guys. Damn! 3 weeks, guys. 3 weeks from now, it's going to be the special episode. So, 300 episode, guys. 300 episode, which is insane. So guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're already familiar with the channel, welcome back. My name is Zach and I'm the host. And this podcast, guys, we're open together on speaking level, reading level, and on communication skills to stand in front of the camera, to get through the camera. I'm doing this again. Guys, I'm doing this podcast because I know that sometimes it might be guys, this podcast, I'm doing this podcast because I know that sometimes it might be challenging to speak in English and to be on the camera. And I hope that, guys, by sharing with you guys my own story, my own struggle, my own journey, my own failures, my own success, like I did in the previous episode, episode 284. So go watch it again. And I think that by sharing with you guys my own struggles and the success and failure and what I did during the process to become a master in English speaking and reading and a master in communicator on the camera. I will get that by sharing with you guys, my struggle and my journey, and inspire you, other people, maybe the podcast, maybe you, to share a message with the board and to inspire the board, because your message, you're unique and you have a message there, and the thing that your message is important. So share with it, and I'm doing so by sharing with you guys my journey how to become a master in English, and by reading books. We just read books together and we talked about them, and sometimes I share if you think about my life and the lessons that I did and lessons that I did, and then it's really nice. So welcome to the gang, guys. Welcome to the gang. And today, as you see, we got this robotic atmosphere after the test. Today I have a test, and you can see the whole story in the previous episode. 284. In the beginning, I explained everything. So I decided to take a vacation, and I moved to Mars. We fell on Musk. And this is our Mars. I have a nice robot friend. You guys, if you want to check them out, you know where you can find them on 3, 2, 1. Bam, you can find them on Good Fun. This is gonna be account upload to Good Fun by none of them. Video, I think it's the first time that we read it. On 9 of December 2014, maybe some Star Wars movie was released or something, I don't know. And it's downloaded already almost 600 times, 6,000 times. And of course, we like it, guys, because also the previous photo was 61. Now we move it to 62. That's if you want to download the picture just need to choose the resolution from here. Press download. Right click on the picture, go to Shmirat Moshe in Hebrew or say picture in English, and tap down the comment below, write it in your own language. And almost we're going to guess from where you want to vote, and it's going to be a really nice game. Press on it, and I think that you said it in the previous episode. Choose the one to save it on the computer, press save, and comment just like that. You will get this grade background on the computer. So, guys, thank you very much for the artist who made this grade background, and thank you very much for Vidmulia for sharing this great background with us. So thank you very much. And today, guys, we'll continue our journey with your next 5 moves by Patrick David, Master's Art of Business Strategy. Great book. I don't recommend to read it. I don't recommend to watch all series. And even though I'm not a CEO, I'm CEO of one man, and I don't do it. I mean, not doing a great job. I really enjoy to read the book and to read the book. Give me a lot of thinking materials to think. Give me a lot of points to think about, and some lessons that I also put in my life. My lesson is about the test. It's sometimes you fail, I come with high hopes for the test, and I failed. I crashed, not failed, crashed on the test. And this is part of life, guys. I lost the test, maybe I don't know, but I could invest money, like millions of dollars, and lost them. So it's something, when you lost, you lost. And I don't think that it's fair to compare, like to say, people say to yourself, Oh, you can, but imagine what happened if you would last $1 million. Yeah, that will be stuck to last $1 million. Yeah. But the reality is that I'm in my world right now, it's that I'm a student, and for me to last the test, it's not nice. It's not the end of the world, but it's not nice. And then my reality is going to be, and it's other said, and that means that because I did last $1 million, it's less effect, and it's less the price, I don't know how you call it. It's less disappointment to the guy who lost $1 million, because in my reality, this is the struggles that I'm facing with. When I change my reality, the struggles will change. And of course, if when I'm going to be, like I just say, motivation content creator around the world, the last will be greater and the wins will be better. Because when you change your status, you change realities, things are better, are changed. But right now, yeah, this is my level, and I learned that from the post, and I learned from this move, from the books, to treat myself as a CEO, to think like a CEO, and to understand that, yeah, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and what it's matter, it's how I react to both situations, and I lost. Yeah, and it sucks, and I feel it sucks, and I feel it sucks right now. But it's just you need to put yourself up and to continue, and this is what they are doing. So thank you very much, Patrick Bay David, for inspiring me right now. And thank you very much for the book. And thank you very much for you guys. You guys, if you want to check out this great background, don't forget to check out the book, Your Next Favorite Move by Patrick B. David, Master That to Business Strategy, or Patrick B. David social account, and you know that I cannot emphasize enough how much I recommend to do it, because on his social media accounts, Patrick B. David shows us huge amount of wisdom, huge amount of knowledge, and it's free. Just go there, get wisdom, become better, and inspire the world. You got all, so you got all the links in the description below. So make sure to check them out and like them. And guys, if anyone of you, any suggestion for me, for the podcast, or if anyone of you want to go to the podcast, be against the podcast, show me something about this part about the make a difference because for me, or just have a great time if you're in English, because I'm a really nice guy in English. Please let me know in the comment below so we can arrange it. And of course, guys, feel free to comment below in the comment below, in the comment section below. If you learn something new for the podcast, maybe you learned some nice content book, or maybe something exhaustive, or if you have your own life lessons that you learned from by your own, and that you want your tips about life that you want to share with us, some tips, some ideas, advice that you want to give us, maybe on the subject of failing a test, feel free to do it in the comment below so we can enrich our life thanks to you and get better thanks to your wisdom. And one last thing, guys, before we move to the book, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the process, and if you enjoyed the journey, and if you learned something new for the podcast, please consider to subscribe to the channel, push the notification bell so you forget on each time the extremely exciting episode, and I come to YouTube. You know it's going to be 5 extremely exciting episodes per week, and the 300 special are coming really soon, 4 weeks. So do it, push the notification bell, share it with your friends, guys, and of course like the video. It's really 1 to 3, 4 clicks from your side, and it have a big impact on me. So consider to do it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And now, guys, let's start the main event of the evening. It's time. So chapter 10 from Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick B. David, page 156 to 160. Chapter 10, make momentum your friend and be prepared for chaos. Read with the meat, the legend, the one is the man himself. Give me please. Oh boy, yeah. That's up. That's me. So let's go. Make momentum your friend and be prepared for chaos. To create momentum on YouTube. I start to create momentum back again on AK Motivation in this channel. Make momentum your friend and be prepared for chaos. The feeling that everything is about to fall apart. That panic is precisely what growth feels like. You will want to escape that terrifying feelings as fast as possible. Your brain feels that your body is in danger, and the most important thing is to get rid of that danger to end the tension. You will want to run away. That is the critical moment when most people lose. The key is to recognize when you feel this way, and to lean even deeper into those moments. Yeah, like I'm right now. Just like I'm right now. To accumulate self-gooding, blogger, entrepreneur, and best-selling author. To accumulate wealth, success, and power, you need to be like a basketball team on a 10-game winning streak. You are rolling and gathering momentum as you roll. Dictionary defines of momentum, describe it as a product of the mass and the velocity of an object. Translated into entrepreneurial terms, is a product of who you are and the speed at which you are moving forward. When you have gathered momentum, you become a force rather than just a business. You might not be unstoppable, but no sane person wants to get in your way. You're barreling forward with increasing confidence, talent, and money. Confident, talent, and money. Get serious about creating momentum. Treat it like a person you're dating who seems like the one. With every date, the relationship builds. Each time you see more, it's better than the previous time. It's not just physical, emotional intimacy, and mutual respect develop. It's not just physical. Emotional intimacy and mutual respect develop. The fastest way to lose momentum is to abuse it. Your twin flame keeps telling you that you are the best, and you believe it. Get cocky and start to slip around, foolishly believing that person will always be there. Then, boom, boom, boom. Just like that, there goes the momentum. There goes the momentum. There goes the relationship. You are all alone, feeling humiliated and having to start coming uphill again, which is even harder now that you have proven you can be trusted. I've seen the equivalent of that scenario in business far too many times. It's why in this chapter, we talk about both the power and the danger of momentum. If you implement the right innovative campaign and develop leaders, you will gain momentum. The challenge will be maintaining it. Many entrepreneurs have been successful. Lots of many have stayed that way. The difference is discipline. Just as momentum increases your power, it can build you to your weakness. It can blind you to your weaknesses. First, we are going to talk about how to create momentum. Then we are going to talk about how to manage it. If you need a further motivation to maintain your momentum, consider this. The average entrepreneur starts to feel godlike when momentum is continuing. It can be transformative, so be disciplined and don't let it falter. But don't let it give you a massive ego either. Pattern. If you overdose on anything, overdose on speed. If the one expectation I have of the people with whom I work, it's this. I will not compromise on speed, execution, or efficiency. I don't care how much bigger we get. I want speed. I want execution. I want efficiency. I'm greedy in those three areas. I want them all. Here's a huge question for leaders. How can you reduce the time it takes to get things done? Too often, entrepreneurs don't understand how to increase speed. Instead, they say, we are going as fast as we can. No way can we do it measurably quicker. Or, sure, we can reduce our time frame. But that means spending a ton of money on hiring more people or installing better systems. That is not acceptable. I would never suggest compromising quality for speed, but I'm going to give you a better way to create speed so that your quality doesn't suffer, and in fact should improve. Let's start by talking about Ferraris. Consider three versions of the car produced in different years. 1977, 1987, and 2017. Here's how long each of them took to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour. The field one, just show you. 1977, 408, 8.1 seconds. 1997, F355, 4.9 seconds. 2488 GTB, 29 seconds, 2.9 seconds. 47 GTX, second, you don't know. If you look at this trend, what would you project as a 2047 Ferrari might be capable of? It seems impossible to be able to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in the blink of an eye. No doubt. People in 1977 said, no way Ferrari could ever eat. No way a Ferrari could ever do it in 4.9 seconds. No doubt people in 1997 said, no way a Ferrari could ever do it in 2.9 seconds. When you think about the various functions of your business, sales, hiring, customer service, whatever, what can you do to compress your time frame? It might sound difficult or even impossible, but I guarantee you that there is a way to reduce the time it takes to perform any function. And before you protest that you have done everything you can, let me tell you another auto-related story. As I read in Jeffrey Likers, as I read in Jeffrey Likers' book, The Toyota Way, the catalyst of Toyota's success was the decision to address every problem that arose on the assembly line in no more than 59 seconds. The company gave everyone on the assembly line a bell to ring, and as soon as an employee found a problem, he or she would ring the bell, and the supervisor would hurry over to resolve the problem. This is a major reason Toyota came to dominate its industry. It wasn't that it had better marketing or better prices. It was that it learned how to compress time frames. It could execute faster than its competitors. Look at the fast food industry. Why has McDonald's dominated for years? Not because it has better food or service. It's because it is faster at delivering your food. For its example, get a commitment to create a commitment of 7 people and task them with figuring out how to make a function faster. Take a sheet of paper and list the steps of any function in your business. Examine how you can eliminate one of the steps. This is which steps you can shorten. Then beta test your revised steps. Make adjustments based on the test. Implement every tool you can to compress time frame. Implement any tool you can to compress time frame. Title: 4 ways to accelerate. Increasing the speed of the following 4 factors will enable your business to move faster. One, functioning speed. This is the support system you provide to your team. Examine who your people are and their capabilities. Can you help them improve through training and other means? So they might cut some time from a function. Do you need to bring in someone who has the talent to speed things up? Your functioning speed is core for business. 2, processing speed. There are a number of functions or processes that make your organization go. How quickly do you get your product from A to Z? Earlier, I suggested that you break down the steps of a given function and analyze each one of them with speed in mind. Let's say you have an online store. Let's say you have an online store. The factors contributing to the processing speed of making a sale are as follows. Customer finds the site for search. Visit site. Click on the page with a specific type clicks on the page with specific types of products, examine prices and other options, adds a product to cart, enters credit card information, chooses type of shipping, confirms the purchase. The odds are that you can reduce the time it takes customers to perform at least one of those steps. You don't think so? Ever heard of one-click ordering on Amazon? Amazon has come to dominate e-commerce by focusing on processing speed. 3, expansion speed. This is about how quickly you move into new markets, make acquisitions, and introduce new products. What is the average time it takes you to enter a new market if you're a retailer? Again, identify your time frame and dissect your steps. If you're expanding into an overseas market, is there one particular step that always slows you down? You have to identify bottlenecks and find ways to plow through them, to plow PLOW through them. If you're negotiating deals overseas that are constantly blocked by bureaucracy, determine how much they are costing you in terms of time, aggravation, and money. The simple solution might be hiring a well-connected attorney with a global experience and the right connections. 4, timing speed. The question when can work magic. Time your moves correctly, and you can beat competitors who have more resources than you do. You know, the government is set to release a major study on how a certain vitamin has been found to be effective in moderating the effects of a certain disease. You don't know which vitamin is going to recommend, but you bet that the high potency vitamin you have been developing is it. You time your product introduction for the day that the government announces the results of its study. Timing can involve a variety of actions. When to announce an initiative, when to launch an attack against a competitor, when to fire or hire, when to give people a bonus, when to offer equity. If you get the timing right, you will double your impact. There is a saying that speed kills. That is right. It kills the competition. It kills the competition. Title. A seven-step system to compress time frames. One, choose a process. From buying a house to ordering a cab to sharing pictures online with your friends. There is a process to follow. In fact, one of the great ways to identify a potential business is to find a flawed process that you can improve upon. Two, list the steps of the process. Three, remove a step. This is where the magic happens. If you see if you can remove a step. How will the process function without that step? This is where disruption is born. If you are not convinced, turn back a few pages and see how my company spent more than $2 million to accelerate its processing speed. 4, minimize the steps. Take the remaining step and condense the time frame. Condensing the remaining steps will help streamline the process. Which is now missing one of the original steps. 5, beta test the new process. Find a subset of customers to test and see how the new process functions. How does the market respond to it? And where do improvements need to be made? 6, adopt the process. Based on the results of your beta test, adjust your process. This is where you adapt the process to fit a specific need. 7, refine. You have beta tested, and the adjusted process is ready to be unleashed. Sell your product faster to all corners of your market. And don't forget to repeat those steps again and again to create exponential growth. And guys, this is the end of the episode. So guess what? This is the end of the episode. So guys, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate the fact you choose to invest your time in me. I really hope to see you, and I know that I'm going to see you all, family and friends on the next episode on Sunday. But the guys book club in the world like a book club. Until then, have a great time. Enjoy the weekend. Don't enjoy the business the binge buy. Enjoy the binge party time. Take care of yourself and bye. So guys, today Tuesday, 18 on January 2022, and time now it's 17:38. This is the second episode of today, and now we have 2 more to record. I need to record because I started to test, but don't worry, I have a pre-record episode, so we are on schedule on releasing the episode, so it's okay. We didn't miss any upload, so you can enjoy. היום שלישי, 18 לראשון, 2022, שעה עכשיו 5:39 בערב, יום שני, 22, ויאללה, זה בראש, יש לך למשוך כל הפנים אחרי המבחן הזה, ולא תצליח לקרוא אותו.